Alright guys, we have a customer who's interested in a particular bike, and I'm going to use this as an example for the methods that we're going to use from now until we get further notice on whether we're going to get stricter regulations or less strict regulations come April 19th. But up until now, which is today, is March 25th, this is going to be an example of how we will be doing our sales and after sales on a motorcycle that we sell. So we currently have a Honda Zoomer here, so this video will be going into that customer who's interested in this bike. From there, if they want to proceed and they're happy with the way the bike has been presented, they can send us a bank transfer, Revolut, something like that, a digital transfer of funds to us, and then the bike will be left in a secure location with the keys, to which then you will be picking up the bike yourself. There will be no interaction with us personally in person, just to keep that social distancing and up to the regulation with the government of non-essential retail outlets being open. Allows us to keep going. So this is it. So what's going to happen is we're going to get a very detailed look on the bike for a visual inspection, and then I will go out and ride the bike. We will be doing this only for people who show extreme interest in a bike that are very, very likely to purchase or go ahead with the purchase. Obviously, if you don't go ahead with the purchase, it's not going to be a massive deal, but as we said, we are only going to be able to make these essential journeys out to work here in Dún Laoghaire if we do have some real interest in the bike. So we'll just go ahead then and go straight into the visual analysis and move on then to the ride along video. Okay, so this is the 2008 Honda Zoomer 50 with 14,000 kilometers on the clock. 08D 129924 is the number plate for insurance purposes. Going forward then, if the bike is purchased, what will happen is the transfer of ownership will go into your name. You then get a RF100 in the post. From there you will fill out that RF100 with your details, send it off. You'll then get a confirmation back. You'll go on to the motortax.ie to tax the bike. For this one will be €49. From there you will receive the logbook in the post with your name as well as your tax disc. Condition of the bike then, starting at the front. Front tire is good. Front mudguard here, I'm going to go extremely in detail as this is going to be an example of what type of video we will be doing for people who are looking to purchase in these times during March of 2020 and April of 2020. And on the left hand side here, going up to the front headlamp assembly is good, little mark here. Going on then, indicators are good, as well as the front plastics do have a little bit of pitting here on the odometer. Single key, which is silver. This is what you will be getting. And on the right hand side of the bike now, down at the screw outlet, which is fairly common in these, people unscrewing them, they do leave little marks here. And the right hand side, footwell area is good. This is just a little bit of dirt here from my shoes. A little bit of a little spot down here. Left hand side Zoomer here as well. A little bit of a mark under the seat here on this right hand side. Again, a small bit of pitting on the right hand side here. Rear heat shield for the exhaust is good. Rear of the bike, as well as this little mark there. It says an 8 bike, like I said. Brake light and indicators here look very good. Plastics on the underneath the seat haven't been scraped at all, which is good to see. To open the seat here, you push this latch underneath here. The bike has got a full service from us just there carburetor clean, oil change, oil filter, tire pressures, so on and so forth. Battery all charged and ready to go. Air filter too. Speaking of air filter, there's your air filter box, which is in good condition as well. The engine or the variator and belt coverings look very nice, and the Honda badge is still clear to see. Rear tire then as well is in good condition. Left hand side of the bike, you can see zoomer all in here, all very good. And then up to the top, 14,000 kilometers. Mirrors on it then as well are in good condition, and left and right hand sides. So that's it for the visual analysis. We will now move on to the ride along video. Okay, so we're just going to ride the bike, but first you want to know how to start the bike, and that will be, hold on, let me see, I'm recording, I am, will be to turn the key here. You have a rear brake and a front brake. Left hand side is your rear brake, right hand side is your front brake. So you pull in the front brake, you can latch it with this latch here if you like. Turn the key, we're on, the ignition is on, and then you press the start button. So it'll pick up straight away. You can also use the kickstart. To do that, you will just have to put it in on the ignition and then kickstart it. We then have your low beam and high beam for your lights here. Your indicators left and right on the left hand side, controls, as well as your horn, which is all working as well. So we're just going to go out and ride it. If you do want to adjust your mirrors, you can do so here with just a simple turn like this. 14,000 kilometers, like I said. Won't say any more on the condition of the bike, as we've done that already. But we just see how the bike rides now currently. We're going to just do our usual. We're not going out to the road, so we're not doing an unessential journey. So we won't be going out onto the road at all. We'll just be out on the residential streets here. Left indicator here, making sure there's no traffic. And away we go. Speeds of 30 kilometers an hour is limited here. We'll be reaching over those high heights of 30 kilometers an hour. Now, we're just getting up to 30. We're getting up to now 35 kilometers an hour. We're now getting up to 40 kilometers an hour. Just letting you know the speed and what you can expect on this bike. Uphill then, you're probably going to be looking at between 40 and 45 kilometers an hour. And then downhill, you're going to be looking at probably 50 to 55 kilometers an hour on this particular Honda Zoomer. Now, I'm going to do a bit of a loop here, handling wise. The bike feels very good, tire pressures feel good. Going to go down the hill now, and we're going to see what speeds we get up to. So we're doing 45 currently. Downhill we're now doing 50. And we've hit our speed limiter of 55 kilometers an hour downhill. Going around this corner. Brakes feel good. I will do a bit of a brake test here as well once I know that no one is behind me. There's a car here, so I'm going to brake just before this, or just after this ramp here. Full brakes. Lovely. Really, really good. Back brake locked up slight bit. Probably pulled too hard. But apart from that, all very good. I'm going to stop here. Going to show you indicators and lights all working. And what she looks like on the road. So you can see the front lights are working there. I'm going to put on the high beam, and you can see the high beam. I know it doesn't look too much on the camera, but I can assure you they are working. You can see the change there maybe.
Indicators, then you have your front left and you have your rear left. Right indicator, right rear, and front rear, or front indicator. I'll try and show you the brake light as well. So the brake light there is working. Again, 2008 bike, 08D 129924, 14,000 kilometers, Honda Zoomer. That's the kind of detail that we're going to go into now with our bikes. If you are interested in them, once again, please be really interested in them, or nearly certain that this is the bike for you before asking, as we will be making what would be deemed as an unnecessary journey if it was the case that you just wanted to see a bike for the day. But that's it really. We just want to say for all of our Retro Bikes Dublin followers to stay safe out there. Please do go by the government's legislation or acts that they're putting out to stay at home as much as you can. Try not make any unnecessary journeys, as well as to not meet people that you don't 100% need to, and attend to those who need your help, such as older individuals. But that's it for this video. If you have liked the video, please do leave a like. Also comment down below what you think of these Honda Zoomers, and finally subscribe if you haven't already.